Ah, forgot to record. Okay, here we go. So whatever I found that whatever you're excited about is really what you're going to run with and what you're going to do very, very well in. So I'm going to give you a whole list of ideas. I'm even going to crunch the numbers to show you how you can have a $10,000 Christmas. And it can be done. We come from a long line of big sellers. My senior sales director, Roxanne Barnett, who was in San Antonio, Texas. You guys know that she passed away several years ago at the age of 49, within just a year of battling cancer. But she was a huge seller. Because she would have an open house, and her open house, she would bring in $9,000 just on her 3 days of open houses before Thanksgiving. Even when she was fighting, cancer and taking the strongest chemo she could, she held her open house. And then what she didn't sell with the gift sets that she packaged up, she would put them in her trunk. And she'd been in Mary Kay for 26 years. She would put them in her trunk, and she would go to all the dealerships, and they would remember her, and because she'd been selling for so many years, and she'd sell out of her trunk to the car salesman, because back in those days, those car salesmen never left the dealership. They would work until late Christmas Eve to get that sale, and so they would not get to do their Christmas shopping. And they would buy. She would usually sell 6,000 to 9,000 out of her trunk. So anything is possible if you believe and if you work for it. So how to have a $10,000 Christmas? Here's some ideas. First of all, I'm going to break it down for you. I'm going to give you my ideas, and then I'm going to give you some more ideas. And what I want you to do is get out a notebook after I give you this information. And I want you to break it down. This is where we talked last week about knowing your number. What we try to do is we try to make our training flow over into the next week and the next week, so it all gels together. Like we kept saying, we've been talking, for several weeks, know your number, know your number, know your number. If you're not in the field, you have no idea what I'm talking about. You don't know what you sell per face. You don't know what you sell at a party. You don't know what your reorder is. You've got to be out in the field. Just plugging into your training and the Voxer and going to the training, that's all great, and believe me, I support it 100%. But at some point, you have to take it and you have to run with it. All right, the ball's in your court now. This business is very simple. It may not always be easy, but I'll tell you, the toughest thing that you have to do is get out of that comfort zone. I had a lot of bloody knees just from being on my knees praying for strength to get out of my comfort zone to do some of these things that, it wasn't me. But the me in corporate America working for someone else wasn't going to be able to raise my own children. And so I had to make this work. So back to Christmas. So when I broke down 10 parties, think about just 10 parties from November to whatever you want your cutoff date to be. Let's say, I used to say, okay, I'm not working after the 15th. All right, because my kids would get, or whatever my kids' cutoff date was for school, whatever day they got out of school, they were little, that was mommy started Christmas. Now that they're a little bit older, I think I worked up until the 21st. Not that I worked every day, by no means. I still baked cookies. I still decorated. I still did all that. But if somebody said, can you come and do my makeover for a holiday party? And it was the 21st or the 22nd. Sure, that's an hour. I'm not asking you to go work 8 hours a day. And so, hang on, let me move some guys out here. So what I'm saying is, figure out what your cutoff day is. See, that is what I love about being self-employed, is that you get to create your own schedule. So that means you get to create your own holiday schedule. But that also means that you have to create your own paycheck. And for some of you, that might be a little scary. For me, that's super exciting. So I would say 10 parties from November 1 until my cutoff date, 10 parties. And I know that I'm always going to work hard and coach that class and get at least 5 new faces that I don't already know at that party. I'm going to encourage my hostess to get over invite so that half of those will come, or you guys know the numbers. So I'm going to say that I'm going to average $500 at every one of those parties. That's going to bring in for my holiday, for mine, $5,000 from November 1 until, my cutoff date. All right, I usually love to do silent hostess packets. I'm going to show you the ones I do in the summer. So the ones I do in the summer are the Kiss for a Cause, but the ones that I do for the Christmas is usually the mascara one. It's a mascara. It's an eye makeup remover, and it's $30, and it has 30 rows of $30. That's $900 a packet. And I usually try to find 10 people who want, to earn some money. So each packet could, hit $900. And so what I tell my hostess is I'll give you 15% of whatever you sell in here, 10 or 15%. So if it's a single mom, an extra $100, extra $200, whatever, $200 at Christmas time is a lot of money for some people. And so I do the silent hostess, especially if you've got customers. Go through your customer base and see who works for big companies, and they can just pass those packets around, boom, 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 boom. They get those packets done fast. And then guess what? You have 10 packets with 30 names each. That is 300 new contacts to make after Christmas for New Year, New You makeovers. You simply create a text because they bought and ordered from the mascara packet, silent hostess packet in December. They qualified for a free makeover, a gift certificate, blah, blah, blah. You have 300 new contacts. I mean, how exciting is that? So that is where that money just keeps on. I'm telling you, this can be as big as you want it to be. So that's 900 times 10. Guys, that is $9,000 with silent hostess packets. So now we're up to 14,000 retail so far. Facials. I was very conservative here because I do more than 6 facials during my holiday sale, but I was just thinking of you guys. So if you did 6 facials for holiday makeovers for holiday parties at $100 a face, because when you lead with skincare, of course, you never, ever do a makeover without skincare. That is our bread and butter. You always lead with skincare. Then that's $600. So now we're at $14,600. I always have a Pink Friday sale. Let me get my postcard out. Hang on. So my Pink Friday sale is on Black Friday, and my customers love that. This is the postcard that I use. It's just a paper one because I used up all my regular postcards. And it's got, I did 2 days. Thanksgiving starting at 8 p.m. because I figured if the retail stores can start selling on Thanksgiving Day, we can too. So I added an extra day this year, and last year I had my biggest Pink Friday sale. I think I sold $2,400 after the discount. So that probably was about maybe $3,500. So that's my Pink Friday sale. Now that I gave a range because some of you are brand spanking new. Some of you have a customer base of 65 or more. So I ranged anywhere from 200 to 1,000 for that. So if you're looking, we're right at 15,000 or 15,600, give or take. All right, when we're adding up our $10,000 Christmas. Profit Christmas, by the way, profit Christmas. So now trunk shows, office shows, schools. Let's talk about that. So several of my friends last year contacted all the schools in her area, and they were doing teacher, I'll have to give you the exact name, I have to look it up, but they were doing holiday appreciation for the teachers and stop and shop, pop-up shops, and they were donating a portion of their sales back to the schools. They would contact the principals. Guys, every school that they called let them in but one. I think they had 15 bookings. They kind of tag teamed it. So this might be something that you want to partner up with a sister consultant that's in your area, and call the principals and say, I would love to, this is kind of like a fundraiser for your school. And I come in, and they went to several schools a couple of times. And so that is very strategic, though. You got to hit them on payday and not too close to testing, but not too close to when they get out. And so that can be, and then of course I want to talk some more about pop-up shops. I used to do pop-up shops in offices, the offices of customers who purchase from me. And I usually go there twice, sometimes 3 times a year. It's usually around a holiday like a Valentine's, Christmas, or Mother's Day. And I literally set up in their break room, same as the teachers. And I just have some displays out. I figure I just make a decision of what I really want to show. Usually it's something that's going to give a dramatic effect. Toning lotion. I have those those laminated visual aids set up. Whatever my new products, are, of course, I would show charcoal mask. You can easily do that on the back of the hand. Microdermabrasion on the back of the hand. Serum C. I set those up, and then I have some gift sets. Like, we'll talk about that in just a second. But I have a whole table, and I have them register, and you do this for the teachers also. You have them register for a door prize drawing. Have a really cute a bag of, the fluff will sell. The cutest gift bag you can find with the brightest color tissue paper, and have them register for that drawing and say, we'll announce it over the PA before I leave, and I'll leave it at the front desk. And they register. Guess what? If you've got 25, 30, 40 teachers at that school, now you have that many new leads to contact after Christmas, or even during the Christmas holiday break when they're off. And you can do New Year, New You makeovers. Are you kind of seeing where this is flowing over into kicking off your new year? And that way, because our new year starting in January, from January into June, that is when the most free cars are won and the most sales directors spin off, is the magic of, and it all comes from what we're doing right now, setting you up with the new names, the new leads, and the money, the income flowing over into that new year. We'll talk about recruiting during this time also, because this is a great way for people to make Christmas money. Okay, so we've got the trunk shows at offices. Whoever you do business with, you get business. The schools, trunk shows, that's where you've got your guests. You can even just pull up in their driveway. You have your trunk set up with the fake snow, and get any of those little animated Christmas characters that sing, and you pop up your trunk and they're singing. You got the LED lights that are battery operated. You can even pick up a box of Job at Dunkin' Donuts and have some cookies. And you let your hostess know. You set that date. You say, it's a traveling trunk show. You get as many people as you can. Nobody's going to come in your house. It's all in my trunk, and you've got your stuff on display. It takes product. Let's talk about that. Some of this stuff takes product, okay? We've got to get you there. You've got to decide, are you in business or not? Because if you don't, you're not going to make money this holiday selling season. The eyes sell. Imagine walking into Walmart, Kohl's, Target, and it's empty. You would walk out. You guys know these. I'm wearing these earrings because I just got finished with my thing. But I just bought these earrings this week. They're my first Kendra Scott. You guys heard my Voxer. And they didn't have the color that I wanted. And she was writing up an order ticket to order it. And I'm like, I really don't want to order. I said, let me find something else. Luckily, they had inventory. And I was able to find something out of the inventory that matched my beauty code. Make a decision. Make a business decision. It's not that hard. It's like throwing that leg over the fence and going for it. Hey, if it doesn't work out, send it back. Be gone. Okay? We don't want you in Mary Kay if you're not happy in Mary Kay, if it's not for you. But if you're in, be all in and run it like a business so that you can have a $10,000 profit. All right, so here's the next thing. So you guys got the trunk shows, the traveling trunk shows, the pop-up shops at the offices and at the schools. Strategize. So what I did, I talked about having 5. Remember, I'm breaking it down for you. I was very conservative. I said, okay, maybe you'll do 5. Okay. I told you guys my friends had 15 schools that they did. So 5, and I did $500. I never sold less than 600 at my pop-up shops at offices, but I did 500 for, to be conservative. So adding to our list, that's $2,500 from the traveling trunk shows, pop-up shops at the schools and the offices. All right. 12 days of Christmas. I love this. Oh my gosh, I love this. Love this. Okay. So I was very conservative with this, but let's talk about this. This is probably the neatest thing that you will ever probably run with, and don't be afraid to run with it. It's called the 12 Days of Christmas, and you have to jump on this. You literally, and we will give you some packages, but you can kind of create your own packages. But you set 3 package prices: $150, $200, and $300, or you can say $225. All right. What it is, it's a roll-up bag, okay, and you pre-package 12 gifts at different prices, adding up to whatever price the dad paid you for. And the day before, starting up the 12 days of Christmas, leading up to Christmas, you deliver it to him in a little basket with 12 individual, with little tags on it. We'll send you the tags too. And each night leading up to Christmas, he puts a gift on his wife's pillow on the first day of Christmas. Don't listen to my voice. And she goes to bed, and there's a pillow gift for day 1 of Christmas. Then the next night, day 2, day 3. The last gift on the 12th day of Christmas is Christmas Day, and he could wrap up the roll-up bag, okay? So the roll-up bag with her monogram can be her 12th day of Christmas. And so you can price it out, and you can also put a gift certificate in there for her free pampering session. You don't include this in the dollar amount. This is free. That she gets a free pampering session, a New Year, New You makeover, and you put in a nice little gift certificate in there. And then you let them know that she can exchange anything dollar for dollar if she needs to exchange. All right. So now here's the fun thing. So you do this with the husbands. All right. But guess who else? And the husbands can buy for their daughters and their wives, and even for their moms. But the moms will also, if you can't get the husbands to buy, the moms will lay down that credit card for their daughters to do this. They love this. I mean, think about it from your own point of view. Would you not love a gift every night on your pillow leading up to Christmas? Holy cow, I would love that. I would so stinking love that. So crunching our numbers here, we did, I said you sold 5 of them at 200. I went middle of the road. That's an extra $1,000, okay? So when you're strategizing, you can say, oh my gosh, I've got 12 customers who would so do this with their teenage daughters. Or 12 husbands that I know them, I know they would do this. You get it. You can bump up from that if you want to take away. You get to create your own 20,000 retail. Also, teachers' gifts, your current customers, if you let them know that you have a gift-giving service that you can pre-package, teachers' gifts, corporate giving, if you've got somebody that's a manager for of people, you can do her corporate gift giving. And I just did 10 of these gifts, and it could be even bigger, really, at $25. I was really not very good at the corporate thing, just because I came from corporate America, and I just kind of can't really stand corporate American people. You guys know I have my own issues. And so I just did 10 of those at $25 a gift at $250. Okay. Holiday open houses. So I usually, I used to do my own holiday open house, but you guys all know so many people who do other direct sales that I know that a lot of them bunch together, and they'll do a holiday open house, and everybody's customers come. So I kind of calculated that anywhere from 200 to 1,000. And you could just do 2 of those, give or take. So with that, adding up all that very conservatively, we're at $20,350. All right, and I'm not finished yet. All right, so here's some other ideas. You've got your holiday portfolio. This is where you literally are building a portfolio of the faces that you have done. Now, I want to ease your anxiety and tell you my secret to how I learned glamour, okay? Because, well, I went to my training I went to most of my training, but before we had, believe it or not, we didn't have makeup artists when I got started. We didn't have, and our lookbook didn't have the models featuring the different looks. But as soon as they started featuring the looks, I think I was a brand new sales director. So it was within a year and a half of me coming into the company, they started featuring the looks in the books, and they would tell us what the models were wearing. So when that started happening, I started looking at the models and writing down everything that they were wearing. And here's what I would do. Because fortunately, our samples and supplies have always been self-adhesive. So like our eyeshadows, well, let's just say our eyeshadows are self-adhesive. They come 18 to a page, and they're perforated, and you can peel and stick them on the back of your business card. And your business card will hold 3 eyeshadows. But here's what I would do. We had this printout of a face back then, and I would print out the face, and you could literally type in, if you were doing a facial, you would type in the customer's eye color, face shape, or whatever, and it would spit out a face, and it would give recommendations. But then I would take those looks, rip them out for whatever the lookbook was, and laminate them. And now we have the glamour card. So those of you who have the glamour cards and you're like, what the heck do I do with these? This is what you do with them, okay? And so I would stick an eyeshadow in each of these, 1, 2, 3, based on 1, 2, 3, the paint by numbers. And then the cheek colors, we don't have cheek colors anymore, but this is why that's there. And so when I would go to the parties or go to the holiday facials, these were the holiday looks that the makeup artist started putting together. And I had full confidence that they were going to look good because I took them straight out of the lookbook. And I even had the laminated look from the lookbook. You know, I had it laminated and said, this is this color, you're going to look good. This is this color, you're going to look good. That is how I learned color, okay? That is how I got really comfortable learning color, by having the cheat sheets from this and going from the lookbook and just mimicking what those makeup artists were doing for us already. So use that tool and take advantage of that. And you can say, a makeup artist put this together for us. They did, all right? So going back to your holiday glamour, you can book these holiday looks, and you can feature them maybe on your Facebook page and say, these are the looks that I'm featuring this holiday season. I'm building my holiday portfolio. I would really like some business women to be able to network for you. And you do their picture, you put their business card, you tag them on there, and you talk about their business. And it's network marketing at its finest, and it's free. And you got a customer, and now you're on her page. They see your work, and boom, you get more customers. This can be as big as you want. Once again, go big or go home, right? I mean, this can be huge. So that's your holiday portfolio that you start building. And I hope you get comfortable with that, because it's super easy. You don't have to create these looks. Use the lookbook, all right? Now, you can also, let's talk about some sets. Some of the sets, and then I'm going to let Marianne talk about some of the ideas that she's used this year to work. The 2-in-1 body shave gel, if you've never tried that, it is the bomb, and it has a matching hydrate lotion. It smells so clean. It's amazing. It is a regular line. All right, if something says regular line, it is not going to run out. But if it says limited edition, it will be gone. That's what I'm going to say is true, and it usually runs out by October. Order big, sell big, all right? When we say it's going to be gone, it's going to be gone. And when limited edition is gone, it will not be back. So you will be limited to what you can sell for holiday items, all right? 2-in-1 bath and shave gel, And the Hydrate lotion, you can package those up with a little spongy thing that you get at the Dollar Tree. Super cute. I love that. Satin Hands is always around. Satin Lips is a great set. Eye makeup remover and a mascara. Can't go wrong. You can package those up. Some of the new things, there's a lash curler, a blending sponge. Those are great sets with a mini $25 brush collection. And Mary Ann's going to tell you a little bit more about that awesome brush collection and what makes it different from our other brush collection. Those 3 things will be gone, okay? Those are just trending for the Christmas season, and it's limited edition, and it will be gone. Any of our bath sets, the great thing about our bath sets this year is they are the bath gel, the body lotion, and the body mist. That is how you smell good all day long. It's layering. I love it when they put the 3 together. That's my favorite thing in the world. And so we have 3 great fragrances. Order big, sell big. Whatever you don't sell, remember, it can flow over into Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, even to next Christmas. Everything has a year shelf life. Don't freak out. Part of Roxanne, my senior success, when she would send me her pictures, I would look at her pictures, and she would have things left over from 2 or 3 Christmases ago. That just gave her more variety, okay? So that she could compete with the retail stores. She decorated her whole house, and each room was a theme. Skincare room in her dining room, gift sets in her living room, glamour in her, her whatever, library. I mean, and it was decorated, and she kept it that way from October all the way to the new year. For people who couldn't come on her special days, they would drop in, and she could keep, and then she would take her gift sets out, like I told you, to the dealerships. All right, some other sets. We talked about the bath stuff. There's a new perfume out. It's super cute. You could really package anything up, but a lot of times your customers are buying for themselves too. And they're just stocking up on things that they, splurging on something special for themselves. All right, Mary Ann, do you want to add some things? Mary Ann?
Okay, there we go. Sorry.
There you are.
The biggest thing is when you want to stock up on things. Can you hear me okay? I'm getting feedback on my end.
We can hear you.
The lower price point things are going to go super fast. And so in my 4 years, the company has been getting better and better and better at the quality and the on-trend products and the price points. And so, I remember sometimes they would say things are going to run out, and then they wouldn't quite run out as soon as we said they were. But I noticed last year they did run out fairly soon. You guys, one of those lipsticks is already gone from, we just launched them. I'm telling you, these things are so hot. And these are $12, I believe. And these are a great price point because it's not cheap, like the cheapest thing you can get at Walmart, but they're not crazy expensive. And so I just think psychologically it was a really smart price point that people are going to think psychologically, they're going to be like, that thing must be really special. And it's a great stocking stuffer. So these are going to be really cute to put, just copy the colors that are in what you see at your local meetings, like that Tiffany blue, pink, and gold. Or if you want to substitute the gold with a silver, that was the color that the company used last Christmas, was the turquoise, pink, and silver. And that way you can just keep recycling some of these decorations. And that way you don't have to redecorate every single time. But get the little cellophane bag, and then some of this shred. I'd have it wrapped up for you, but oh well. And then a tulle bow, a teal sparkly tulle bow, and have those ready to go. So that way when people come to shop, they literally can just grab it and put it in their little basket, and then that is the stocking stuffer. Done. And so these things like the beauty blenders, even the eyelash curler, those are going to look really, really cute with a bow on top, a light pink bow on top. And then, oh my gosh, these little perfume things are so stinking cute. They are so cute. My 10-year-old daughter, Madeline, went nuts over this. So band, of course, she's like, talks to me every day about going to all of our Mary Kay events with me. I'm like, you're not 18 and you're not a consultant. She gets mad. But anyway, these are just so cute. What was I going to say about them? Start thinking a little bit broader, not just about your typical 18-year-old or whatever. But I mean, because moms are starting to get things for their daughters at younger and younger ages. Madeline gets all my leftover stuff, and she gets out of the car and she's done her makeup. And I'm like, I don't know what to do with you right now. I don't even have time to deal with you. But she's got all my leftover stuff, and then she had like purple eyeshadow on. So these are so beautiful. They're on trend colors. They've got a spot where you can individually store the brushes, and then there's like a space to put something over here like a lip gloss. So these are going to be so much fun to package up, but those lower price point things are going to be a really big deal. Other things are like satin lips, and then the satin hands for teachers. You'll start seeing, we post all kinds of fun stuff for teachers where you can print out things where they're cute little sayings and cards that go with the gift packaging. So start thinking about people that you know with kids who are in elementary school, and start, let them know ahead of time, like in November, that you have that teacher gift giving service, because not everybody waits to the last minute, like some of us. And, you want to be able to take care of them and service them and have those products ready for them before they go shopping for their teachers and everything, and include that, have like a teacher section at your open house, and decorate it with a chalkboard or something like that, really cute. So those are the big things, is that, people do look for those, not only those big ticket items, but also lots of the small ticket items. So there you go.
Thank you, Marianne. You're so awesome. All right. So now let's do our drawing for our prize. How many do we have? Hudson's here. Hudson? My naked boy that comes down every Sunday night at 9:30 with no shirt on.
Yay! Got 13 consultants.
13. Pick a number, 1 out of 13. Come over here and say hey. No. Pick a number.
I don't know. 7.
7. 7.
Shelly Cochran.
Yay, Shelly. All right, Shelly, box me, because you get to choose between a makeup mirror or a jewelry prize, okay? All right, guys, hope this was helpful. Get ready to be bombarded with holiday stuff. You're in the retail business now, and remember, order big, sell big. Have a great night. Stay dry. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.